So I have a model that I'm going to share with you. So if you're somebody who likes to draw things, you're going to love this. This is something that I call the circle of power and influence. All right. And how it works is it's essentially, man, my marker isn't working here. Here's another one. Works is we take folks that have lived experience and we center them. We give them power and we give them influence. So here's the first stage. Step one. People with lived experience. All right. Why are they right in the middle here? Well, they're right in the middle because they should, in theory, have the most power and influence over programming, systems, services that affect them. Right? But lived experience people, it's not right or fair for us to be expecting people that have been intergenerationally affected by these systems to solve all the system's problems without support. And so we know, I'm going to switch colors here. So we know that it's important for us to include individuals that have that lived experience, but have been able to get out of that lifestyle. So maybe if you're somebody involved, for example, in child welfare, maybe you grew up, or maybe you got your kids back. The circle that we have here is former. So those are people who have former lived experience. They're on the next ring out. And what that means is they have a little bit less power and influence than people that have current lived experience, but they're absolutely essential. And why they're essential is because these people that have the lived experience, but have been able to progress, I guess, or move beyond that particular experience are essentially becoming the bridge that we need for the final ring. So here's the final ring. All along the outside here are people that do not have lived experience. So I'm going to call them the non-lived experience people. They're on the outside. All right. And why are they on the outside? Because when we are designing services for people that have been so impacted by systems, so frequently people that are non-experiential have all the power, all the resources, all the support, they direct everything. But if you take this model of the circle of power and influence, you can invert that. And what it requires is that people that are non-experiential to willingly give up their power. I know they say that folks with power will never willingly give it up, but this is exactly what I'm asking you to do here. All right. So folks that are non-experiential have to give their power to people with lived experience. But how do they do that? How convenient. We have this whole group of former lived experience people that can be the bridge. So this is the circle of power and influence. All right. And when I'm working with folks from my neighborhood people are in the center. When I work with young people aging out of care, they're in the center. When I work with Indigenous people, they're in the center. All right. And this model works all the time, but it's all about centering lived experience. And that's, I think, how I would describe the work that I do.